from last season into the work ethic in the preseason?
I think pretty good. Just obviously some new faces, but I think it's just on our leadership group to really set the standard in practice and what we want to accomplish every day.
Got a pretty good freshman class coming in too, right?
I think so far so good. I think they're learning kind of the tendencies of playing within our structure, but they look pretty good right now for sure.
You want to put last year in the past, obviously, but how nice is it to go out on the ice and see those banners up there?
It's nice. It's nice. That's what I think one of our goals as a coaching staff was to get some banners in the building. I think we want to compete for championships. I think every sport at UConn does, and it's nice to capture some, and I think it gives you energy for attempting to get more.
Got a lot of youth on the blue line coming in, right, this year. How important is it to have Tia with her experience, being the last line of defense for a young group of blue liners?
Yeah, I think it's going to be. We definitely lost a lot of experience from last year on the blue line, but I think with Tia and Meg Warner, that gives us a lot of confidence. We'll have to depend on them at times, but I like what I see with our returning D that maybe haven't had as much experience, and our new defensemen too.
Already have an exhibition under your belt, so what did you learn about your team in that game?
I really liked our compete level. We played to how we want to play within our structure, and it was a good competitive game. Every time we play Quinnipiac, it's that way, and we were. I think we had the first shot on net in overtime, and it went in. So I think that's a good sign.
What was it like going out on the recruiting trail, going out and about doing your normal off-season things after what happened last year? Do you feel like there's kind of a newfound respect or recognition for the program and it's on the map now?
Well, we saw that recruits were aware of where we landed in the rankings, the type of success we had. They would mention it. Parents would mention it. So it was obviously a good thing for us. We're still looking for the type of player that I think that fits our program. But it was nice, and we have seen some maybe a player that maybe wouldn't have given us a look is starting to look at us too. We're seeing that change too, so that's a good thing. But then again, we're really looking for that person that fits at UConn.
Coach, how fine is the line between where you got to last year and where you want to go to this year?
I think we're building every year. If you look at our trajectory the last 11 years, maybe even the last 5, we've been close to winning that championship game. We finally got over the hump last year. I think we have a lot of experience in the room. The preseason poll apparently, tells us we're in a good spot. But ultimately, it's not looking too far ahead. It's just getting better today. Like tomorrow, we'll have to get better. Friday, Saturday, we've got Minnesota. Those are big games. It's just basically you're trying to make, as cliche as it is, you're trying to make incremental improvements every day. So you're playing your best in March.
Hockey East setting here as the site of this year's championship. They referenced the energy and the attendance from your run last year and the fans that came out. I wonder if you can speak to that and what that experience was like for you, making it, this barn come alive.
Last year, the excitement in that game was great. The crowd was great. There's some iconic moments. We have some great pictures, and scoring in overtime. It was like a storybook moment, I think, for our program and our league. I guess, they definitely recognized that, and we were determined to pick a host site this year as a league. And it just so happens we were one of 3 I think they looked at, and they decided on UConn. So we're happy to host. We just better be in that game.
You've been good, obviously, for a few years, but now with the championship, do you have to talk to the players and tell them every night you're going to get the opposition's best shot?
That is something I think of an adjustment that we've got to make sure that ultimately we're at our best, and it's not too worried about the opposition, but it is going to be something new for us, and we're trying to prepare for it. It's something new for me too, so we're all in that together.
Do you like starting with Minnesota, a real top team, to open the season?
I'll let you know 5 minutes into the game whether I'll let you know whether that was a good idea or not. No, we got better from playing them last year. I felt like we were a little starstruck there for a bit, but then we, probably for the next 5 periods we played them, of the 6 we played, we got better as it went on. And I think after that, if you look at our record, we got way better from that. So I think this is a great test, a great program coming in here. And this is what having the Toscano Family Ice Forum is about, having great opponents and great opportunities to play at a place like this. So we're happy to welcome them, and I know we're going to get better from those games.
Last year, there was so much returning talent that there maybe weren't obvious opportunities for freshmen to crack the rotation. So for the sophomore class, who are some names that we're going to get familiar with, even though they didn't really have a chance last year?
Our sophomores, yeah, I'm losing track here.
Yeah.
Martha Mubarak will be centering, she'll be playing center. She did not play very much. Elizabeth Livy Dewar, she came back in tremendous shape and looks really good on the ice right now. And Julia Stephen played 7 games last year as a freshman. She's come back. I think she's in the top 3 in testing physically. So she's clearly put in the work, and we're really happy for her and hopeful that she's going to have a good season.
How important is it to have Jada back, because you're pretty balanced scoring after her, so she put up the big numbers and everyone else kind of chipped in?
Yeah, Jada's unique where she's done that from day one. As a freshman, she's come in and just found a way to create offense for us. What I really like seeing is some maturity in her game, making better decisions. I think understanding she's in a leadership position that she hasn't been in before, but I can see the changes just on the ice and what she's doing that I'm really happy with. Please say that I told her that. Tell it when she's up here.